I don't know, man. I watched this and not a fan. Chase Liaki here with the Blue Futon reviewing Monkey Man. What's about? Pretty simple premise. We are in India, and this character, he's had a bad trauma in his past. When he was a child, his hands are burnt because something happened to his mother. And now, about 30, 45 minutes into this movie, there's the cop that did it to his village, and now revenge is brewing. But is it just revenge? Are they adding more convoluted stuff in this movie? And just from the intro, the answer is yes. So, did I like this film? I was highly disappointed with this film. Okay, here's the thing. If you know my channel, what really bumped this channel up were my Indian views when it came to Vikram, when it came to these other movies, where it's like, oh, bump, I can't remember. I've seen over, I think, 40 that I've actually reviewed on this channel. I could be mistaken. Like Python, that's newer. I'm trying to think of some older stuff. Tiger 3 is newer. Leo is newer. Anyway, you know what I'm getting at. So I know my fair share of Indian movies, and you're like, I've watched action, I've watched horror, I've watched suspense, I've watched dramas. This one didn't do anything for me. I'm sorry, this just did not connect with me with what they're trying to do with the story. The pacing, did not like. Some of the action set pieces, sure, were good, but I've seen them better done in every other movie. And yes, I've been hearing Dave Patel saying it was a nightmare to shoot. Cameras kept working. They filmed an iPhone on some of this scenarios. Cool. I give you props for doing that. But I think this is overall a very disjointed movie with putting a lot of political subtext into it that just needed to be in the story. First off, I'm just a very simpleton man. Give me a good revenge movie that has, that's all I need. Good revenge. Like I said, John Wick. Wife dies, dog dies, revenge. I Spit on Your Grave. Girl gets raped, revenge. She kills all the rapists. Get those motherfuckers. Last House on the Left. Revenge. Rape happens, kill these motherfuckers. I'm simple like that, and that's all you gotta give me. Don't give me political subtext. Don't give me anything more than a stupid revenge film where I see the people that did harm just destroyed in the most brutal, fucked up way. Give me that movie. Here, it had a weird subculture of politicalness, transgenderness, these sex bars going on, human trafficking. And I understand that you want to put that in a movie like this, but when you have your revenge plot and you're adding this storyline, this subplot, this subplot, this subplot, this subplot, and I'm just like, I'm done. I'm fucking done. It just needed to be that way. And the pacing, the first 30, 45 minutes, come on now. I was just like, I almost fell asleep. I won't lie. I'm just like, where is this story going? I've seen Indian movies that are over 3 hours. The one I just watched recently, Animal, is only 3 hours and 25 minutes. And I felt like this movie was longer than Animal. Come on now. Maybe it's just my personal taste in this movie, but I've seen way too many of these Indian political ones. Like I said, I think Python was the last one, which I wasn't the biggest fan of. Python or Jawan. Jawan I wasn't a fan of either, but I understand that political subtext. There's others political subtext, like Article 15 in Indian cinema. That political subtext was really strong. And there's another one about a spy. Like, those work for me because it felt grounded. This one, you're adding too much shit into this movie. So, when it comes to the look of the movie, I didn't mind the look. I didn't mind the acting. This action set pieces, I thought they were a little underwhelming. I won't lie. The fish tank one, when they're in the bathroom, sure, it was good, but I think it was a little bit too chaotic and edited really awkwardly that I couldn't see some of the stuff that was occurring. The best edited one was the last one, and you added Bloodywood into this. Great Indian folk rock. I own the CD right there. Yes, I own Bloodywood CD. It is right there. And I think they're coming to Atlanta soon, or they were in Atlanta. Whatever. Wherever they're near me, I'm going to see them because I bet you that concert is freaking awesome. And adding that song into this movie, I was like, hell yeah, brother. You added that, and that was really, really cool. But yeah, this was a 2-hour misfire for me overall. The political subtext didn't work. The transgender subtext didn't work. The revenge plot was probably the best part, but it should have focused on the revenge plot. The montage of getting trained up didn't work for me either. I don't know. Maybe I was overhyped for this movie, and when the credits rolled, I was like, I was having too much expectations for this movie. Maybe the trailers really beefed it up to be this like badass John Wick revenge through and throughout. Yes, you have that revenge to it, but you're overstuffing the script. You overstuffed this script. You can't say that 5 times fast. Even try. And it just overall kind of was a dud in my opinion. So Monkey Man will receive a 2.5 out of 5 with Futon, so he goes at 50%. So see the critics' news scores gave this one. Like I said, I'm in the minority with this one. 89 with the critics, 84 with the audience score, 248 for the critics, 500 for the audience critic consensus. An audacious effort from debuting director Dave Patel, Monkey Man dispenses action and social political commentary with equal aplomb. I disagree. I understand you want to do all this stuff, but it was just too much. Too much for my simpleton mind. Which, you're like, oh, you don't like convoluted or complex movies? Oh, I love complex movies. High and low, 5 out of 5. Like, you have these great movies done, but some genres like this, I don't think you need to mix them. And if you want to prove a point, prove it in a different way. Because, I'm going to say this as well, the transgender subplot, something happens at the end, and it's like, oh, you are men. I'm sorry, but when you're doing that, it proves genetics. And it's, yeah, males are males, females are females. 89, 84, 50. Chase Leak here with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know things about Futontopia. You Blue Futon, think watch a great down. Watch take tomorrow, week, for a month, for a year, for hours, for one of you. Peace and love, and let's continue on with these reviews.